In the name of wonder and record, I, the humble chronicler of FBN expeditions, set forth once more to unearth the mysteries that lay hidden within the Elderwood's heart. The whispering winds of Erysmede beckoned from the edge of the crystal fen, a haunting melody that urged my feet to tread their enchanting dance around the labyrinthine grove as dawn broke. The Elderwood's appendages came alive, awakening in a symphony of creaks and groans that resonated through the whispered silence. The immense trees, their gnarled roots twisting like serpents, painted a tapestry of natural elegance. Their branches, stretching towards the heavens, were adorned with twisted vines adorned with luminescent flowers, casting a soft, eerie light upon the forest floor. Stepping onto the mossy ground, I felt an immediate connection to the very essence of the Elderwood. With every footstep, I could hear the ancient whispers echoing in my ears, centuries of wisdom coursing through the veins of these magnificent trees. The air hung heavy with palpable magic, a tangible reminder of the enchanted history that reverberated within the whispering grove and the sun's rays. Struggling to break through the mist, cast azure hues upon the luminescent flora, transforming the grove into a glowing wonderland. Clinging to the branches, the luminescent flowers seemed to sway gently in time with my heartbeat, as if welcoming me into their secret world. The leaves shimmered with an ethereal glow, giving the elderwood a dreamlike quality that was both captivating and unsettling. And venturing deeper into the grove, I stumbled upon the legendary whispering tree. Gigantic in stature, it stood as an emblem of the elderwood's wisdom and power. Its roots, interwoven like a spider's web, seemed to pulse with a life of their own. I knelt before it, taking a moment to recollect on the countless stories that had been weaved in this very grove. Tales of ancient civilizations, whispered secrets, and the elusive bounty waiting to be found beneath the thick blanket of moss. The sun dipped below the horizon. The elderwood came alive in a new and mesmerizing display. Sparks flickered within the tree trunks, illuminating the grove in a warm, inviting glow. The luminescent flora blossomed in response, casting a kaleidoscope of colors upon the forest floor. Engulfed in this sudden explosion of light, I couldn't help but feel a profound connection with the spirits that echoed within these ancient trees. In the whispering grove of Erysmede, a hidden paradise veiled by the secrets of time. The sun had yet to set on its enchanting mysteries, and I knew that the journey had only just begun. As the clusters of luminescent flowers danced to an unheard melody, their petals shimmered like stars against the inky backdrop of darkness. My heart swelled with awe, and I took a step forward, feeling the moss beneath my feet spring back softly. The air was heavy with expectancy, a hushed silence that seemed to hold the breath of the ancient forest. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the whispering grove, causing the leaves to rustle in a symphony of whispers. It was as if the very trees were speaking, their ancient tongues hidden from human ears. The spectral light flickered, casting long, dancing shadows that seemed to writhe and twist like the roots of the trees. I followed the path expertly woven amidst the roots, feeling the magic beneath my feet. The trees loomed overhead, their branches reaching out like protective arms, guiding me deeper into the heart of the grove. The ethereal glow intensified, illuminating a chamber unlike any other. Here, the roots formed a spiraling vortex, a gateway to the past. At the center of the chamber stood a massive tree unlike any other, its trunk twisted like writhing serpents, and adorned with more luminescent flowers than any other tree in the grove. In its hollow stood a crystal ball, shimmering with an inner light that seemed to pulsate with the heartbeat of the forest. As I approached, I could feel the energy emanating from the crystal ball, thick and heavy with promise. My heart pounded in my chest, and I reached out a trembling hand, touching the cool crystal surface. The moment my fingers made contact, the ball crackled with energy, and I was bathed in a wash of images. I saw ancient civilizations that had long vanished, remembered through the echoes of the Elderwood. I saw warriors clad in silver armor, their swords glowing with the magic of the forest. I saw cities of crystal, towering above the forest floor and shimmering in the spectral light. And I saw treasures, hidden away for centuries, waiting for the eyes of the worthy to find them. As the images faded, I slowly opened my eyes, feeling a profound sense of connection to the ancient spirits of the Elderwood. The Whispering Grove had revealed its secrets, and I knew that I would carry the memories of the ancient civilization within me forever. The sun had set, leaving the grove bathed in the soft glow of twilight, but the journey was far from over. Many more mysteries awaited, hidden within the heart of the elderwood, and I couldn't wait to uncover them. And I took a deep, reverberating breath, feeling the cool mist cling to my skin and the earthy scent of the elderwood fill my nostrils. The hum of the ancient trees began to swell around me, a symphony of whispers that resonated in my very core. The roots beneath my feet seemed to pulse with life, guiding me deeper into the heart of the Whispering Grove. As I waded through the interlaced vines and luminescent flowers, I could feel the presence of the spirits growing stronger, their stories etching themselves upon my heart like delicate runes. It was as though the elderwood itself were sharing its wisdom, revealing the secrets of centuries long past. In the distance, I could make out the faintest glimmer of something shimmering amongst the shadows. Intrigued, I followed the flickering light, my footsteps soft on the cushioned moss beneath the gnarled roots. The closer I got, the more defined the shimmering object became, and I realized that I was moving towards a great crystal at the center of the grove. The crystal was enormous, refracting the ethereal light that emanated from the flora into a kaleidoscope of colors that danced across the ground and the surrounding foliage. At its base, there was a large pedestal adorned with intricate engravings, and I knelt before it, feeling the hum of the spirits surge through me. Tentatively, I reached out and touched the crystal, and a sudden wave of energy coursed through me. My mind filled with vivid images, tales of ancient wars, forgotten kings, and the rise and fall of entire civilizations. The stories were inextricably linked with the Elderwood, and I could feel the roots burrowing their way into my soul, binding our fates together. With a sense of awe, I realized that the Elderwood had waited centuries for someone worthy to find this crystal, someone who would carry the knowledge of the ancient civilization with them and ensure its stories lived on. And now that person was me. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the Whispering Grove was enveloped in twilight, I knew that my journey was far from over. The Elderwood had revealed its secrets, but many mysteries still lay hidden within its depths. I would return to the grove again and again, searching for answers, seeking the wisdom of the ancients, and forging a bond that would unite me with the very spirit of the forest. The cooling mist swirled around me as I stood before the glistening crystal, its secrets forever etched upon my heart. The Elderwood had whispered its stories, forever changing me, and I would spend the rest of my days exploring its mysteries and honoring the ancient spirits that dwelled amidst the gnarled roots and twisted vines. For now, I knew that I carried within me the legacy of a long-lost civilization, a connection to a time and place that had been lost to history for centuries. And with that knowledge, I felt a sense of purpose, the likes of which I had never known before. The Elderwood had shown me the way, and I would follow its path with reverence and determination, guided by the whispers of the ancient spirits that echoed through the Whispering Grove of Erysmede. As the twilight cloaked the Elderwood, the Whispering Grove of Erysmede emerged, bathed in a luminescence that seemed to defy the encroaching shadows. I stepped into the labyrinth of gnarled roots and twisted vines, the air cool and thick with the scent of ancient magic. The path before me was illuminated by clusters of luminescent flowers that cast their eerie glow on the dusty ground. With each step, I could feel the whispers of the ancient spirits resonating through the elderwood, describing tales of forgotten civilizations and buried treasures. The whispers gripped me, fueling my determination to uncover the mysteries that lay hidden within this enchanted forest. I could sense the spirits leading me deeper into the grove, guiding me towards a destiny I had never envisioned. The further I ventured, the more I became attuned to the vibrations emanating from the trees. The elderwood spoke to me, sharing its wisdom and lore, weaving a tapestry of stories that spanned centuries. In each telling, I could feel the passing of time, the rise and fall of empires, and the countless lives that had been forever altered by the whispers of the elderwood. I reached the heart of the Whispering Grove, where the gnarled roots coalesced into a massive crystal formation. Exquisite patterns of light danced upon the crystal, reflecting the stories I had been told during my journey. I stood before the crystal, captivated by the secrets it held, and I knew in that moment that I had been forever changed by the Elderwood. The spirits of the forest communicated to me one final message, a revelation that would guide me for the rest of my life. I could feel the weight of ancient responsibilities upon me, a duty to honor the Elderwood and preserve its secrets. With the legacy of the long-lost civilization now tucked safely within me, I knew that I would be a guardian of this mystical realm. I left the Whispering Grove of Erysmede with a newfound sense of purpose and reverence for the Elderwood's ancient spirits. As I wandered the enchanted forest once more, I could sense the whispers continuing, sharing their tales with the wind and the trees. I knew that I would return countless times, exploring the depths of the Elderwood and uncovering the secrets that lay hidden within its gnarled roots and twisted vines. This concludes this entry into the Atlas Obscura of fantasy. May your paths be curious and your steps ever bold. And with these words, I knew that my journey was far from over. For now, I would find solace in the Elderwood, ever seeking the answers it held within its ancient embrace. The whispers of the spirits would guide me on my next adventure, and I would follow their path with reverence and determination, honoring the legacy of the long-lost civilization that had been passed to me in the Whispering Grove of